Why are you doing ballet? Don't you need to start as a kid to become good at it? Wait, ballet. I don't understand. Like, you're not gonna become a professional anyway? Hi, I'm Christina. I dance professionally with the Estonian National Ballet for 12 years, and now I help dancers of all levels unlock their strength, artistry, and confidence. If you want to become a member of a supportive ballet community, then check out my Saturday Zoom class. You can find the link in the description box below. Or if you're a complete beginner and you want to step into the world of ballet, then check out my Ultimate Beginners Ballet Course. The link is also in the description below. I've heard so many stories of people telling me that they felt discouraged to start ballet because someone had told them, what's the point? You're not going to become a professional anyway, or what's the point? You didn't start as a kid and you need to start as a kid to become good at it. There was a time when the adult community wasn't that big. It was a very small group of people. However, now is not that time anymore. Over the past, I would say 5 years, the adult ballet community has become massive, and people at any age, from any background, can and should start doing ballet. It is a beautiful physical activity which you do to beautiful music. You can develop your artistry, you can develop your coordination, and it is absolutely for everyone. Is there a big professional aspect to ballet? Of course there is. There are people that play tennis professionally, and there are people that play tennis for fun. I don't see why ballet would be any different. So if someone has told you that you need to either become a professional to do ballet or you need to have started as a kid to do ballet, that is simply not true. We're not living in those times anymore, and everyone from any background and age or any body type is encouraged to start ballet. There are also a lot of people that have told me that they were an absolute beginner. They went into a group ballet class and they left that ballet class feeling like this is something that they can never do, and they felt really discouraged to even try again because the class was simply too fast-paced and the teacher was throwing around French terms and moving too quickly, and they were like, well, I'm a hopeless case, this is something I can never do. So that is an issue with the group classes, because usually, even if it says that it's a beginner's class, if you're an absolute beginner, you need that beginning to be slightly slower. You need to learn the terms, you need to learn the positions. And usually in those classes, they have already moved on a little bit. So the same tennis example. If I was thrown into a match already with an opponent and I was just told, just take the racket and just start going, how do you think I would feel by the end of that? I would feel discouraged. I probably won't be good at it. And what is going to be the result of that? I will not want to go back because I felt like I sucked. And this is a natural reaction. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. So if you are a complete beginner, then there are so many things that you can do these days to avoid yourself feeling discouraged after a group class. There are countless of free online resources that you can take advantage of. So what I would advise you to do, because I really don't want you to feel the discouragement, it is something that you can do, but you need that slow beginning. You need to understand what is happening. You need to learn the terms. Like I said, you need to learn the correct posture, the positions, etc. So it has to be slow, because otherwise I think that there is almost no way that you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and discouraged. So take advantage of those free resources. You can just be at home. You're in your safe environment. Yeah, there's no stress, and just start learning it from home, step by step. And then once you feel comfortable, you kind of know, you know the order of the bar exercises, you know the port de bras, you know how to do a tendu properly, and you can do all of the bar exercises, very simple ones, yeah? Then move yourself on to a group ballet class, because then you can ensure that you have built some level of confidence for you to go into that class and thrive in that class environment and not feel bad about yourself afterwards. Another thing that seems to discourage people is expecting to see big results really fast. Remember that ballet is a marathon, not a sprint. There is a reason why people that are striving to become professionals train for 9 years and then they go into the company life and they keep developing their skills until the very last day of their career. It is a long game. There are some things that are going to take you a while. So for example, when it comes to your turnout, developing your turnout and being able to maintain that turnout during your ballet movements, that is a long game. Flexibility is another good example of that. You will not be developing those skills to the level that you expect them to be at overnight. Yeah, it's going to take you a long time. But here is a tip for you that is going to stop you from feeling overwhelmed and frustrated if you don't see those quick results. So for each ballet class, instead of just mindlessly walking into the class and then starting the classwork, and then if you've taken a ballet class, you're gonna know what I mean. You're gonna all of a sudden realize, oh my goodness gracious, there are 50,000 things that I need to think about at the same time. Yeah, if you know, you know. So I would advise you to pick 2 things that you're really going to focus on, not even for the one class necessarily, but let's say you take the whole week. So you decide, okay, this is a new week. This week, I'm going to focus on my proper finger placement, and I'm going to focus on articulating my foot in all the movements that move in and out of a tendu, because those things are going to be way more easily attainable to you during that week, rather than expecting to see a result from all the 50,000 things that you need to think about at the same time during a ballet class. Yeah. So remember, it's a marathon. Some things are going to take you a long time. Some things are going to take you less time. But if you pick a few things to focus on each week, then you're going to actually be able to see that slow and steady progress. And there's more of an opportunity for you to feel like, okay, I'm actually moving in the right direction. I can see that I'm moving in the right direction. And this is going to provide you with some confidence and encouragement for the rest of your ballet journey. Trust me when I say this, because I've seen it with my own eyes and I've worked together with those people. You can really start ballet at any age with whatever body type and with whatever skills you may or may not have. Everything for anyone can be developed over time with the right coaching and with the right mindset. The main thing I want you to focus on is the fact that you need to believe in yourself and block out all of those outside noises, whether it be something that somebody has told you, whether it be an opinion that you've put together over the things that you've seen on social media. You need to believe in yourself. Your body usually is capable of way more than you think. You just need the right mindset. And there is no better time for you to start than right now and today. The more you think about it and the more you push it forward, the less likely it is that you're actually going to do it. And eventually it will probably be something that you regret. Like 10 years later from now, I remember that day or that week when I was really eager to start ballet, but I let something that someone told me get into my head, or I let something that I saw on social media get into my head. No, do it now. And like I told you before, you don't need to be in a ballet studio surrounded by a group of people. If that is something that makes you feel uncomfortable, just start it at home. Start it however you need to start it for you to feel comfortable and for you to build up that confidence and for you to feel encouraged. And once you start it, and once you've done it twice, maybe even just once, you will already want to go back to it. Trust me, it's one of those things that you do it and you think, oh, I really enjoyed myself in that ballet class today. Like those movements that I've never done before in my life, that beautiful music that was playing in the background, the potential of what I could do is huge. Don't underestimate the importance of your mindset and just build that trust and that belief in yourself. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you have a friend that that is wanting to start ballet but is feeling a little bit discouraged, then definitely share this video with them. I hope it's going to motivate them to start regardless of their current situation. See you again soon. Bye bye.